Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a pretty sobering new report from the Department of Homeland Security, all about generative AI. We're going to be looking at a technology that's not just changing our world, but it's changing our very ability to trust what we see with our own eyes.
You know, that quote sounds like it could have been written yesterday, doesn't it? But get this, it's from over 30 years ago. What was just a warning back then is our reality right now. The whole idea of seeing is believing is pretty much obsolete. And the reason for that is the absolute explosion of artificial intelligence.
And let's be super clear, this is not some far-off science fiction problem we're talking about. The Department of Homeland Security is basically sounding the alarm. The age of convincing, sophisticated digital forgery is already here, and it's creating a whole new kind of threat to our security.
So, how in the world does this tech actually work? Well, at its heart, generative AI models get trained on just billions and billions of data points. We're talking images, text, sounds, you name it, all scraped from the internet. They learn the patterns behind all that data so well that they can start creating brand new stuff that looks, sounds, and feels completely real.
Think of it like this. All sorts of adversaries, from online pranksters all the way up to foreign governments, now have access to this powerful and honestly increasingly easy-to-use set of digital tools for making fakes. You've probably heard the term deepfakes.
This right here, this basically maps out the whole arsenal of digital forgery. You can see the main branches: visual, audio, and text. And under each one, there's a whole menu of different techniques, from swapping faces to creating fake voices, that can be used to bend reality. Let's dig into a couple of the most powerful ones. This one is incredibly subtle and, frankly, really effective. Instead of just pasting a face onto a different body, puppetry keeps the original person but just changes what they do. It lets an attacker create a video of someone saying or doing something they absolutely never did, all by controlling them like a digital marionette. And here's where it gets truly dangerous. Imagine somebody recording a really threatening message in their own voice, and then just using AI to make it sound exactly like it's coming from a public figure, a CEO, or maybe even someone you know. And the tech doesn't just copy the voice, it copies the emotion, the pauses, the whole rhythm of how they speak.
And this just shows how ridiculously easy it is to rewrite what happened. With a simple command like add a broken window to the building, a fake image can pop up in seconds. Now just think about what that means for evidence in a crime or photos from a war zone.
Okay, so this isn't just a tech demo. These tools are out there right now, being used to cause real, tangible harm to people, to communities, and to our society as a whole.
The uses are just terrifyingly broad. I mean, during the Maui wildfires, we saw foreign groups using AI-generated images to push conspiracy theories and make people distrust the official response. So the threats range from these huge, society-level problems all the way down to intensely personal attacks like fraud and harassment.
This is a direct quote from a real 911 call. But the person on the line? It wasn't a person at all. It was an AI. This is a tactic called swatting, where someone makes a fake threat to send a massive, armed police response to an innocent person's house. It's incredibly dangerous, it's costly, and now it's automated. The threats are getting way more sophisticated too. Take this magic passport idea. It uses AI to blend the faces of two different people into one single photo. This new, morphed face then gets put on a passport that could potentially fool both a human border agent and an automated facial recognition system. Someone on a no-fly list could just flip right through. So, with fakes getting this good and this easy to make, how on earth do we fight back? Well, it's turned into what the DHS report calls a perpetual cat-and-mouse game.
It is a constant technological arms race. Seriously. As soon as security experts figure out a new way to spot the tiny digital fingerprints that an AI leaves behind, the people making the fakes just learn from it. They build new models that don't leave those same clues. It's a never-ending cycle.
So the big takeaway here is that technology by itself is not the answer. It can't be. The solution has to have multiple layers. We need a combination of things. Better detection tools, yes, but also a public that's educated to be more skeptical. We need new laws, and the tech companies need to agree on standards for authenticating what's real. And as we look ahead, this whole challenge is only going to get more intense. The technology is moving at an incredible speed, and the stakes are just getting higher and higher, especially as we get closer to even more powerful forms of AI. This number, it's pretty staggering. 86%. That's how many AI researchers, the very people building this technology, rank AI-enabled fake information as a top concern. When the creators are that worried, You know it's a really big deal.
You hear a lot about this AI race between countries and big tech companies, right? Well, it's not just about building the next cool chatbot. The real prize is being the first to develop artificial general intelligence, or AGI. A world with AGI is, well, anyone's guess, but its power to create forgeries that are completely and totally undetectable is a massive global security risk.
So ultimately, this is the question that's just hanging over our entire digital world. And the answer won't just be found in lines of code. It's going to be worked out in our laws, in our schools, and in our own collective ability to adapt to all this. The outcome is going to define the very nature of truth and trust for a long, long time. Thanks for joining this explainer.